This video tutorial is going to cover activating and inactivating shift templates for different uses and common uses within SubitUp. We're going to start off on the left-hand side under Schedule. If you hover over Configure Templates and then click on Shift Templates, you'll come up with this screen. Now, the only position that's going to load initially for you is going to be the whatever position's in your root position in the top left corner of your screen, but feel free to click in here, add in the positions that you want to see, and hit Load Positions. This tutorial is going to talk specifically about activating and inactivating shift templates and what that does and doesn't do, and some common uses for when you would inactivate or activate a different shift template. If you want more of a tutorial on how to actually create shift templates, we actually have one for both hourly based positions and shift based positions, and you're going to be able to see that on the support center and also right above you. To start off on what these do, so in order to activate or deactivate a shift template, everything that has a check mark here is going to be active. So you can easily, if you want to make one inactive, you just click here and it will easily make that inactive. What inactive means is the staff will not be able to put in availability for this specific shift, and when you auto-generate a schedule, these shift templates will not be generated within that schedule. A couple different ways or reasons as to why you would want to do this. So I'm going to start off with my equipment staff position here at the top. And for my equipment staff position, I actually have different operating hours during the winter than I do for the rest of the year. So I can go ahead and sort this by start time or can sort it by name. But either way, as you can see, I've broken these out into smaller shift times. So my operating hours during the regular time is 8 a.m. to 3 p.m. But during the winter, it's only 8 a.m. to 11 a.m. So as you can see by my winter positions that I have listed here, I just created those and I want to collect availability for those, but I don't want to lose my availability for what I currently have for the regular year. So what I can do is I can just uncheck the regular shifts and make them inactive. And once I do that and only have the morning winter shifts active, then if I go into somebody's in this position's availability, if I go into their availability, you'll see those inactive shift templates did not appear in the calendar. So they only the active ones, which are my winter shifts, would appear here on the calendar. Now, when you're going to go and actually generate a schedule, it's going to do the same thing. So let's say I only need to generate for those winter months. So I'm going to go ahead and choose my position. And this is going to be the equipment staff position. And there's another video here in the top right corner that goes over exactly how to auto-generate a schedule and the different options there. So feel free to visit this page to see that. I'm just going to do this pretty quickly here. And then I'm going to auto-generate my schedule. Okay, this will take you to the calendar. And for more information about how the calendar works, you can check out our support site. That's going to have a complete breakdown video on the different functions of the calendar. But as you can see here, only my winter shifts were filled as opposed to all of the regular shifts because this time of year has different hours. One other way you might want to use this active and inactive shift template method is if you have multiple locations. Now, I'm going to go ahead and sort these by start time. As you can see, my start times for my two locations, north and south, are exactly the same. And what I don't want is I don't want someone to work in my north location that ends at 8 a.m. to then work at the south location that starts at 8 a.m. They won't get there in time. So in order to alleviate that, I'm just going to go ahead and uncheck all of the south positions. I'm going to make only active my north positions, and I've already collected availability for both of these templates. So I'm just basically making the ones that I want to generate first active. From here, I'm going to go ahead and generate the schedules. And again, this is something where if you want more information about what each of these functions does on generate schedules, definitely head over to this page and check out that video on the right. And we're going to auto-generate. Once this is auto-generated, we'll go ahead and go to the calendar and navigate to the very first day of the week that I generated for. As you can see, all my north positions were assigned here. So the south ones have not been assigned quite yet. but I'm going to be able to go ahead and assign the south ones next. So when I go back into configure templates, I basically just do the opposite here. So I'd uncheck the north templates, and I would check the south templates. And I go back and regenerate those schedules, and you would not have to worry about that. Keep in mind that after you are done scheduling, collecting availability for the seasonal templates that you need to, you'll definitely want to go through and reactivate all the templates that are going to be currently in use that you have on the schedule for. You'll want to be able to see who was available for those specific shifts. And you'll only be able to do that if they are active. So if they're all active, you can go ahead and activate all, and that will go ahead and check them. But if it's only some of them, you can pick and choose which ones you want to stay active and see that availability for when you are on the calendar and reassigning shifts. And keep in mind, that is only for shift-based positions in which you've collected availability based off of these shift templates. Now, on the left-hand side, there is another tool that could be useful for you. If you go over to advanced configuration and go to schedule buffer, in this section here, you're actually going to be able to set up what buffers that staff need timing wise between not only different positions, but also different shifts. So you could set up to where somebody couldn't have a north shift within 30 minutes of a south shift ending. And if you want more information on that, head over to the schedule buffer page and check out the video on the right corner of the screen. We covered quite a lot in this video, from when to activate and inactivate your shift templates, especially if you are scheduling for multiple locations or you have different seasons or operating hours for different seasons that you need to adjust what availability you need to collect and what schedules you need to generate at any given time. At the same time, this is another reminder that if any shift template that is active, you will be able to collect availability for it. And if it's currently active, when you go and you generate a schedule, those shifts will be populated for the time period that you have set. If your shift template is inactive, your staff will not be able to put in availability for that specific template. And when you generate a schedule, those shifts that are inactive will not be included. As always, if you have any further questions at all regarding specific scheduling methods or how you may schedule for your specific organization, please feel free to give us a call. You can give us a call at our support line, which is 617-401-8733, or you can also send us an email at support@subitup.com. Our office hours are Monday through Friday from 9 a.m. to 5:30 p.m. Eastern Time. Thanks so much.